Hey everybody, miss you so much. I talked to my dad last night and I said, hey, guess what? I get to lead 60 students through a research paper and not be able to talk to them face to face. This should be fun. Um, this should be fun. I think we can do this. So far, what you should have done is here's our page. I'm just going to walk you through a couple of things. You should have looked through the styles of argument overview, and you should have an idea about what a Rogerian argument is all about. You should have done the research paper topic choice assignment. For those of you who've completed it, I've put feedback on that Schoology assignment. So go back to Schoology, go to the assignment. I've written some feedback on the left hand or on the right hand side. Past that point, we're going to look quickly. I loaded in the calendar, and basically, guys, this is the rest of our semester. Honestly, we only have a few weeks left and we've got a big research paper to write. So here we are today. The topic selection activity is due. I'm giving you feedback. If you haven't done that yet, I need you to do it right away so I can look at it. Past that point, you're going to be researching. The biggest thing is I want you to keep a Google Doc with all of your sources on it. Every time you look at a source, I just simply want you to copy and paste the website address and put it into a Google Doc. This will really help you later for your Works Cited page. So you're going to begin researching, and you're going to have Thursday, Friday, in the weekend, and Monday to be researching. I'm hoping that you're finished with your research by Tuesday, honestly. And so we are then going to start writing our thesis statements and start writing a working thesis. So now that you've kind of educated yourself, remember, Rogerian arguments ask you to be just as knowledgeable about both sides of an argument. So you are going to be doing half of your research on a side that you don't even necessarily believe. It's a lot about educating yourself on the issue on both sides. So you'll be writing a working thesis statement. Past that point, next Wednesday, a week from today, you're going to be turning in your working thesis statement for feedback from me. I can help you rewrite it. You're going to be continuing any research. I'll be hopefully be able to give you some feedback on kind of where you might want to go with your research, okay, based on your thesis statement. Then you are going to be writing a formal outline. And so in and around this time next week, I'm going to teach you how to write a formal outline, and you're going to be writing your outline. So all of your research should be finished, basically, and you should be working on your outline. Then past that point, this week and into the following week are the really big writing weeks or writing times. And so we're going to talk about citations, we're going to talk about thesis statements, and you're going to write body section 1 and your thesis statement and your outline, and you are actually going to be turning all of those things in on the 13th of May. So I can give you feedback on those. I will have you actually turn those in. You know, I may end up having you share them with me with a Google Doc, so I can just get straight into editing. I'll think about that. And so that will come about. You'll notice that I'm going to start having virtual office hours from 1 to 2 literally every day. 14th, 15th, 18th, 19th. And so any of those days that are your big writing days, you can feel free to log in and talk to me and ask me some things. If you want me to look at something that you're doing, I can do that, and then you can pop in during office hours. I'd really like to have a conference with each of you, you know, sometime during those days. Anyway, and then you are going to be working on finishing your paper. Your actual peer edit is due. Your finished paper is due on the 20th. We are going to peer edit similar to how we did the ethnography, and we've only got that one day, honestly, to do it. You are going to do your works cited page on that Friday, make final adjustments over the weekend. Your paper is due on the 26th, which is 2 days before the last day of school. Basically, you are done for me on the 26th. We are not going to be doing our definition essay, which is technically in the syllabus, but I am going to cut that out for you because that's just too much. So we're not even going to go there. Anyway, so that is the calendar. Past that point, backing up to our folder. Everything is going to be housed in the Rogerian research paper resources. You've got the calendar, and now you've also got the updated Rogerian method of argument outline. This will kind of walk you through how to do your paper, and I'll move this up. But the reliable sources for research writing. You have to start doing research. Once you get your feedback from me, honestly, I want you to work on starting to do some research. You know, the bummer part is, you know, normally if we were at school and we were doing research, you would be using a lot of the databases at school. You can still do that. I'll teach you how to do that and show you where to go. But I anticipate you doing a lot of things just simply on Google. Which is, yeah, okay. Google Scholar would be a good idea as well. And just see what you can find. And so I want you to look through this, this PowerPoint, okay? So really, you just have to look through. Don't use these sites. Be careful using Wikipedia. The easiest way is often not the best way. So you've got to look at credibility, accuracy. This is a huge thing. Bias. Since you're doing a research paper that is about a debatable or even controversial issue, you have to really, really be aware of bias. You may be looking at some biased sites just simply to educate yourself about what one side believes about a topic, but be careful, okay? Credibility. If there is no author stated or the author's credentials, I would not use it, okay? Just make sure that the credibility is there either from the author and also from the institution. Next thing, accuracy. Accurate information, proof, research. Do they cite their sources? Do any other websites have the same facts? I really want you to look for accuracy and don't just believe everything you read. Please don't. Back to bias again. Is the author trying to steer you in a certain direction? Are they citing things? Is there more commentary than fact? Are they just spewing their opinions without backing anything up? Don't use a source like that, please. Relevance. How recent is your information? If you are looking at, you know, technology as your topic and you're looking at sources from 2010 even, honestly, they're not super reliable. Things change so fast. So be mindful of when a piece is published. It is not okay to cite Wikipedia in your scholarly essays. I will just tell you that answer. Bottom line, though, Wikipedia is actually a nice place to start research because if you scroll down to the bottom of any Wikipedia page, it has works cited links, works cited articles, and hopefully it might give you some actual primary source documents for you to be able to find and use. Be cautious, please, of any kind of advocacy websites that are promoting policies, actions, and campaigns. They can be really biased. Their URLs often end in .org. They might be nonprofit websites. Just be careful. These are sites to go to get information about what one side over another thinks, but they might not be super credible. So you're going to have to find maybe some more unbiased type sites. Commercial websites are going to end in .com. They are owned by businesses or corporations. Their purpose is to sell goods and services. Their purpose is to maybe promote an opinion. Be careful of those because they're out there to make money, as they should be. But maybe because of that, they're not giving you the most credible and reliable information. Blogs and personal websites. Again, they can have good information, but they can also be very opinionated. They're only as credible as their author. So you have to really look at the author, really look at what they're trying to say, and then find credible websites that might back up some of the things that they're saying. Always look for things that are cited and good places for information. So you're just not getting, Alex Jones conspiracy theory orama kinds of sites. Satirical websites. There are websites out there like The Onion, like the Daily Current, other sites that are news sites. They're meant to be funny. They're meant to be satirical. These are not appropriate sites for you to be using in your research and things, and you know that. So what are the best websites to use? Frankly, scholarly websites, online databases, journals, articles. The URLs will often end in edu, like it's an educational institution, or .gov, sometimes .org, but they'll always have extensive research. They might be peer-reviewed. They'll have documentation. Oftentimes they'll have, citations attached to them, all of those types of things. So scholarly websites are your best bet. If they are talking about studies and things like that, the more people that have participated in a study, the better the information is, frankly. Websites that you should never cite: Wikipedia, Ask.com, Yahoo, Petco.com. What should be used with caution: .org sites, things like that. What are good examples? .gov, .edu. Those types of sites are decent. Tips and tricks. When you are doing searches, if you add quotes around a group of words in a search engine, those results will show exact phrases. Save things, I guess. Save things to a file or something on your Google Drive. And then Google Scholar is okay. It's something that you can get to. NBC Learn, I've never used this, but it was part of the PowerPoint. EBSCO is a great one, and let me show you how to do that. On your Media Center Schoology page, there's a folder there called Databases, and because you are accessing them from home, you're going to need to use passwords. EBSCO, this one, the Point of View Resource Center, I think is the best site for the kind of paper that you're writing. You can get to that by doing elibrarymn.org and just follow that link, and you should be able to get into the EBSCO sites. And then GaleNet and ProQuest are also good ones. This information is all on the Schoology page for the Media Center, and you can get to that. You know how to do that. So I think that's it. I would like you, after you get feedback from me on your topics, start doing some research, please. Taking some notes, annotating things, upload articles to Notability and annotate. Make sure that you are keeping things in different sections. That's why I gave you the outline, so you kind of know what sections. I think that's it. I'm going to run out of time, so I will talk with you soon. Get on your research. Love you.